All right, so I have Jimmy here. I've been here, and today we're going to be working on bad self defense advice. So, the question is from your experience, uh, y- you know other instructors and you've seen other classes and what have you. A lot of them are really good, but sometimes there are common themes across the board that those that don't have as much experience may be advocating for, and you just don't like that for whatever reason. So, what are some of the worst self defense advice that you've heard, Jimmy?
Probably the fact that with this 2-hour course, you can learn to punch an attacker so hard that he'll leave you alone
Right.
or go away or die or whatever you're claiming your self defense system does to people.
Okay. So, what about that? Is it the 2 hours? Is it the striking? Is it the result? Like, there's a lot to pull out of that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just the striking in general, physics still matter.
Hmm.
If you get attacked by somebody 100 pounds heavier than you and you punch them, they're probably just going to punch you back.
Right.
And, physics applies in that situation. They're going to hit you harder than you hit them.
Yeah, and it's not
So,
going to work
right.
out that well for you.
Yeah.
So, short term classes trying to teach a skill that probably takes a lifetime of, you know,
Yeah.
skill to even apply.
Right.
Ben, you got anything?
Yeah, anything that would anything that would encourage you to view a lethal encounter as something you address with a non-lethal answer. Like that allows you to disassociate yourself from the reality of the situation you're in. Because anything that's not a lethal encounter, like this is if you want to address like self-defense, like which we're not doing, for me, that pertains to something that is a lethal encounter. Because anything else you can just walk away from. There's nothing keeping you there.
And so the training of when it's a lethal encounter and when it's not, and the appropriate use of force for that is something that isn't really covered in a lot of self defense.
Mm-hmm.
If you're enjoying this video, I want to take a second to talk about EliteU.com, where you'll be able to find early access to all of our YouTube content, as well as exclusive interviews and access to mentors. And now back to the video. So for me, the answer would be any type of marketing gimmick that provides a false sense of security that overrides your training. For example, pepper spray. Using pepper spray or giving pepper spray to, usually it's in women's self defense, to where for some reason people receive that as a gift and they're like, I'm safer. And that's not true. Or the keychain gimmicks, like the little Kubotans that, and it's like put that in your hand and you can punch someone. Or keys. I love that one. You just put keys in your hands and punch. You have no capability of punching, period, but I'm going to put something in your hand that will probably injure you anyways. And that in turn is going to stop someone. Not only can you not, just like Jimmy said, strike hard enough to stop them, you're going to hit them with a pointy object and think that that's not going to just utterly piss them off and retaliate, from that position. Taser's another one. I don't know how many times I've seen law enforcement officers who are trained to use it utilize a taser, and either for whatever reason it doesn't hit properly, or the person doesn't respond, or the fact that directly after it works, they rip that thing out and then all of a sudden they're directly in front. So like there's a lot of little training tools that are kind of given, and I have no issue with providing tools to those that are capable in a violent scenario, meaning they have the skills to defend themselves, and then you give them a tool to enhance their capabilities, right? So if I have somebody that I know can do damage with their hands, or is just capable in fighting, and I provide them with a knife, in turn I can provide a little bit of training which will increase that person's capabilities. It just is a force multiplier. They're able to do more damage faster to more people, because they have those resident skills. But for me to provide a knife to somebody that has no training, and I don't provide any training to that person and expect them to be able to use that, well, that's an issue. And I know that a lot of times it comes from the idea that people want a quick fix, and sometimes that's not. Your job is to identify when that's realistic and when it's not. And so that would be my um, bad self-defense advice. Remember, these are not the worst. We haven't categorized any of them. I just asked them, like, what is common. If you could take that basically out of the training, what would benefit other training things. So hope you guys found some value in that. And if you have any comments or you disagree, throw those down in the comments below, and we will maybe make a response video to it. So we will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed that content, we have more videos over here for you to check out. For those of you looking to enhance your knowledge, make sure that you go over to eliteu.com, where you will have early release of YouTube videos and access to exclusive content. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.